Alright, hello and welcome to the 1st of February technical analysis video. Now let's take a look at today. Let's start actually with the euro dollar. Here we go. It's the euro dollar. Now the euro dollar, after one of Trump's advisors mentioned the weak euro being an advantage for the European trading with the US, the euro dollar kind of struck up there. Now today we've got news coming out from the US that are quite important. The ADP non-farm employment change, plus the FOMC statement and the Fed interest rate decision that's going to be coming out. So this is going to be quite important. I think that's why the market's kind of stalling in this location here. So we're probably going to have some kind of a pullback probably towards today, towards those messages, towards the daily pivot, I reckon, which should be around, where's that 1.0760 region there. That's going to be your daily pivot area. So where the market will kind of pull back here, slightly lower than what it did, or even towards this red dotted line here, and then we'll see how the news kind of impacts the pricing. We still have news coming out tomorrow, because tomorrow the European Central Bank President Draghi will be talking, and once he starts talking, we'll see how the currency will react to that. And then on Friday we have the non-farm payroll, which is the most important piece of news in the month. So we'll see how all that really turns out, and then we'll make a fresh start for the technical analysis coming up next week and onwards. So that's the euro dollar outlook. Possibly the market to pull back and then carry on going up. I think a new kind of up move trend is starting, although we see here, let's just do this. As you can see, we now have this. If I just delete this, right, so probably expecting a bit of a pullback before the market breaks out and starts going to go long now. So this double bottom now should pretty much give us the sign that a new trend is starting, and we'll probably be going up next week and onwards. Pound dollar, I think the same kind of scenario here. Nice pullback as we anticipated, and then a bounce back. So I think the pound will also start trotting along towards the 1.30, maybe 31 region, in that long-term kind of up move starting. On the daily is what we're looking at here. Let's just get rid of these. Alright, so on the daily here, it's a nice pullback. As you can see, we could be going all the way back up to the 1.31 region, and that would be quite viable actually. Now that Mr. Trump is also evaluating that the euro currency is stronger, is weaker than what it should be, it's giving them an unfair disadvantage. He might be taking steps to make the dollar kind of devalued, and that devaluation process will take these currencies back up again, and that wouldn't surprise us if it brought them back to these levels here. Let's take a look at the dollar yen. Same with the dollar yen. Now, as you can see, we're in a side channel here. This side channel is possible to break down. It kind of gave us a signal of breaking here, as you can see. Right, so this little breakage here is already a sign that once the market moves up, it's possibly going to keep selling and possibly breaking down. If you take a look at the daily, the market might just pull it up in order to sell it off again. So this is the 61.08 region, a nice pullback as you can see on the daily, and then if the market moves up, it might start to come down even lower and lower. So that's the kind of scenario we're looking at. We're looking at a weakening of the dollar, and that'll kind of start to push the dollar yen down as well, if also Donald Trump starts to support the weakening of the US dollar in order to boost exports from the US. Let's take a look at the dollar franc. Dollar franc, as you can see, this support line has been broken. So this is already giving us a sign that the market is changing direction. If I pull this into a daily chart, what we'll be looking at here is, let's do this. As the market pulls back, what we'd like to do is keep shorting it. A good pullback is actually would do us a really good favor, as the market already kind of moved its head up here today, well, like last week, the day before yesterday, Monday. Still hasn't really made that potential to make it a good sell. So the market might just be eyeing up a good little potential up here to go up and then to short it off. And let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. Alright, this is the Aussie dollar, as you can see. Now, I did mention this new uptrend starting. I think this is a good move up here. The angle is pretty steep, 45 degrees, nice little pullback. And if it breaks beyond that, I think we have a lot of room to go all the way up to that 78, 79 region. So this is where the resistance level for the Aussie dollar was, as you can see, 77.50, also around here, 78.30. So a considerable good pullback would be nice to kind of push us back up again. And that's definitely, I think, worthwhile watching. Let's just get rid of these numbers clouding our judgment there. There we go. So it would be good to have the currency pull back to the 61 level here, around there, as you can see, is a support level, but it hasn't done that. So if it does do that, though, it's going to do us a good favor, because it's going to have a nice pullback here. Would be a great opportunity to buy this currency pair and keep it for quite a while until we get to these targets up there. Let's take a look at the dollar Canadian. It's going to work the other way. I did mention this triangle before, and the market is kind of inclined to break this. This is why we have targets down here for this currency pair. As the dollar Canadian goes up, we'd be looking to be shorting this currency pair in order to take a stance on a breakdown. So there's either two ways it's going to go. They're either going to short it from around here. Let's make this a 4-hour chart, see a bit better. Alright, so it's either a good, let's do this, a good location to short it now from around here, or to actually wait and to short it from a higher level. That higher level is probably going to be not there. Well, not there. It's already done that. It's done that. Well, we'll see. If it breaks beyond that, we'd be looking to short the dollar Canadian around this range here. Alright, where the resistance level was before. So if the market does go up, this is going to be the spot to be shorting it again in order to push it down. And if it breaks down again from here, it's going to be a good breakdown, possibly going all the way back to these 28, 26, 24 levels, as you can see, targets being there. Let's take a look at the dollar ZAR. Dollar ZAR, nice move from the support that we'd ascertained actually quite some time ago. And now the market might still be in this tight squeeze here. Dollar ZAR we might see breaking down. This is a good triangle going down, as you can see. Let's just get rid of this one here. Alright, and this is a daily chart, so let's do that. This is a nice triangle move. Any break below this, it will just take the currency pair down to around these levels. A breakout, you'll be looking at this level. A breakout beyond this, you'll be looking at this level here. But a break down here, you'll be definitely looking at a flip side of this triangle, which will bring you back to about 12.35. Will that be? Yep, there you go, somewhere we can take a look at here. Possibly around there. Okay, 12.56.70. Alright, let's take a look at some of the indices. Now the indices had a bit of a fall. Okay, but this is not a surprise. I did say the 20,000 level like a few weeks back. In fact, a month or so back, as you can see. The market is kind of double topped, pulled back, and beyond this pullback we still have room to go. I think the market is now going to be turning around. I think we'll be seeing the indices starting to turn and start going the other way actually. I think we've come to that level, as you can see with the S&P as well, 4-hour chart, a huge fall, and now heading back up, only to be sold again in my opinion. So what we want to do is definitely keep an eye on the indices, and I think what might start basically is now the falling back. So the pullback of this move here I think has started, and any breakdown where we pretty much have support lines, anything that breaks down is going to be pushing it down and down and down further. Let's take a look at the DAX. This is the DAX here, as you can see, same with the DAX, nice move down, break off the support, let's get rid of that, break off the support, retest, possibly to pull back again. If the market goes for a double top here, I think that's going to be also a good opportunity to short. So the moment it raises its head up for a double top, you can just push it back down again. Let's take a look at Brent. Well, maybe not. Let's take a look at silver. Now silver and gold picked up quite a bit. So let's take a look at this on a daily, and let's see where we're heading. Now this nice up move here is kind of giving us this feeling that commodities are going to be gaining some value. That's good, nothing bad about that. But here, as you can see, we're at the top of the channel. So with silver and also gold as well, if you take a look at gold, let's make this a 4-hour chart. So you can see this nice up move is a pullback only to be kind of bought again. So on a daily chart, this double top here is going to be a resistance level, and then we'll see how it eventuates around this rectangle. So a short here, a long here. If it breaks down, carry on with the short all the way down here. If it breaks up, then we definitely have room to be following gold, possibly all the way up to around here. Alright, and that's the kind of scenario we've got. So this double top here is going to be important. If it holds, great, there'll be a good move down here. We might see the gold back again at around 1180 region. There we go. And if it breaks below, then a possible push for a double bottom before the market goes up again. I hope that helps the technical analysis. Keep an eye out for the news all week this week, especially Friday and today. All the best. Have a great day trading.